Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Maddie, and in today's video we are testing out a new reformulated cult classic product. We have the brand new Milani Baked Blushes reformulated, apparently better than before. I haven't used this blush in years, but like so many other people, Luminoso was my I'm very curious what this is going to be like. Plus, we have their baked bronzers and baked highlighters underneath that we are also going to test out. So if you want to see all these goodies, then keep on watching. This Milani PR package is so stinking cute. They genuinely have some of the best PR packages, like this little box thing. And it's so funny because my niece sees it and she's like, I want the box. I want the box. I want the box. I'm like, okay. Anyways, these are all brand new. I don't know how long they haven't had the baked blushes around. I don't know when the old formula was discontinued, but they have reformulated it. And the biggest thing I can kind of assume is that they've reformulated without talc powder. It was kind of hard to figure out what the difference was. A lot of brands obviously don't just like come out and disclose like, hi, we had to reformulate this because of this ingredient. Like they don't want to do that, and I totally understand. So from my standpoint, it's kind of hard to like pinpoint why they did it to let you guys know, but that's my assumption, okay? We're just assuming here. Anyways, there are 8 shades total. We have the tried and true Luminoso. This is like such a cult classic, but there's also some other beautiful shades. So we're gonna swatch them all and test a couple on my cheeks. Then underneath we have some baked bronzers and baked highlighters. I'm gonna test a couple of them, not all of them, because obviously the deeper shades of the baked bronzers wouldn't work for my skin tone. So I'll keep those wrapped up and someone else can use them. This is one thing about receiving PR. It's like, I understand they want creators to show the shade range and like all of the different shades that they offer, but I get shades of stuff and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, I can't use this. And then I just feel bad. I have really bad guilt about not using PR I receive. Like, it's actually quite a problem. Anyways, whatever. Not that I'm complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. So we're just going to test those out right away because I need to go in with some bronzer ASAP. I did all my makeup and then went and had lunch, and I was sitting there being like, why do I look so dead? I'm like, I don't have bronzer or blush on. Like, I just look so flat. Anyways, they also provided some brushes, which look really nice, actually. I didn't even know Milani had brushes. There's also a little mirror, which is cute. And then there's this little postcard, which is adorable. My niece pulled it out and she was like, oh my God, you have a ticket to go somewhere. I was like, no, I wish. It's just a postcard. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. Oh wow, this looks it's very soft, like almost like too soft. Oh no, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. So there are 4 bronzer shades, which is an okay amount. I feel like brands need like at least 5 or 6. Like 4 just isn't, it's not quite enough, in my opinion, but whatever, it is what it is. So the one I'm immediately gonna try is number 1. This is Amalfi Glow. This is number 2, which is Tuscan Tan. Another one which could maybe work for me. Then the other 2 are a little bit too dark for me. This is number 3 called Capri Copper. Then you have number 4, which is Sicilian Sunset. It's nice, it's definitely deep, but they definitely needed like an additional bronzer shade after this, in my opinion. So we're gonna put number 3 and 4 aside, and let's go ahead and open up number 1. I absolutely love drugstore beauty products and I love Milani's products, but my one thing with drugstore products is I wish the packaging when you bought it was different, because they always have the like little plastic thing on it or some sort of like sticker on it. Like this is a good example. I got these NYX gumdrop glosses. This is part of their holiday collection, but all of them come with like the little sticker on the side, and like just peeling them off and like dealing with that is just like so annoying. And it's one of those things was just like, oh yeah, it's like you're buying drugstore, like it's a cheaper option and it just feels cheap. And it's like, I understand having them in a cardboard unicarton is upping the cost. Like that's a lot more expensive. You have to like produce a whole other additional piece of packaging. But I don't know, I'm like, there has to be something else. Like there has to be an easier way. Honestly, the plastic thing like this, peeling it off the bronzer doesn't bother me as much because it's just a simple little like peel and you're off, and then there's no stickers or anything like that. Very specific and very picky, but whatever. I'm here to be picky for you guys. Okay, so looking at number 1, Amalfi Glow. Why am I really struggling with that? Amalfi Glow. Let's go ahead and swatch that. My one hesitancy with this formula is whether or not it's gonna be really shimmery on the skin. You just saw that, didn't you? That is so beautiful. It's definitely pretty warm. I'm a little scared. Looking at it, it doesn't look too shimmery. Okay, like I was expecting it to be like really shimmery. I remember I used a Milani bronzer back in the day. I think it was Milani. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And it was so shimmery. Oh my God. Okay, this is number 2, Tuscan Tan. So let's go ahead and swatch this one. Pretty. Ooh, they're so similar though. Like, how is that 2 of the 4 shades? Is it just me? Like, am I going crazy? Like, they look so similar. I don't know. Anyways, whatever. I'm still gonna stick to my gun and go in with number 1. So I always take a little fan brush for my, whoa, oh my God. Did you guys see that? I hope you saw that. The fallout there. Okay, you can kind of see. I mean, baked blushes tend to have a little bit more fallout, so we'll give it the benefit of the doubt, but still. Either way, I always go in with a fan brush. I forget where I learned this from. I think it was Nikita, Neo It Girl on TikTok. Anyways, it works so well and it just sweeps the bronzer on. It makes it look so natural and like airbrushed. It's beautiful. I do really need to get a new fan brush though. Mine looks like it's been through hell. Anyways, going into the cheekbone a little bit. But this is like giving streaky. It's getting streaky. I feel like I'm really blending right now. I loved baked formulas. I know people like, it's either love or hate. I love them. They look so beautiful. They give me that luminosity that I want without it being like a creamy product. Because obviously I always say I have acne prone textured skin. And so baked products just kind of give me that glow without having to pile on the cream products and have my makeup crease and fall off my face in the first hour. You know what I mean? Okay, I definitely went a little ham on the forehead, but that's okay. She is giving bronze. It's definitely a touch on the warm side to what I'm used to and what I like, but it does actually look really, really beautiful. I went ham though. I'm so sorry. So I'm just taking a fluffy brush just to buff that in. For poops and giggles, I'm going to go in with number 2, which again was Tuscan Tan. And we are just going to apply a little bit of that closer to my hairline on the outside of where I placed this number 1 shade, just to kind of see what it looks like. My hairline is giving, she got a spray tan and she's foundation matching really dark. Okay, really, really beautiful, but I look crazy. The time is here. The time is now. Let's talk about these blushes. I will say right off the bat, sorry, I feel like the packaging police today because I'm going to talk about the packaging. The bronzer and the blush and the highlighters, it's all the same packaging. And I'm going to pop a picture on the screen now of the old Milani packaging. It's just not the same. I appreciate the rose gold inside. I think that's like a nice homage to the old packaging. But I loved the old one. And this one is like a much like cheaper plastic. I know, I'm sorry people hate the tapping, but I have to like tap it so you can understand. The old ones were like hefty. Like they were heavy duty. These ones feel like this is gonna fall off. It just feels cheaper. I'm sorry. They do. Packaging police. Okay, so let's get into some swatches. These are all, I think, the same shades as before. I recognize a lot of the same shade names, so if you recall these from before, if you think that they're different, let me know. This first shade is number 1, Dolce Pink. This looks like it's gonna be pretty. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like. Definitely got some gold sparkle to it. Oh yeah. Pretty. This next shade is number 2, which is Rose d'Oro. So sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Oh my God, I just brushed my arm on my pants. I'm wearing black sweatpants so you can see. Look at that. Oh my God, my swatch is ruined. Okay, gotta be careful. This looks hella warm. Oh my God. The texture of these are just so good. Oh yeah. So warm and like coppery almost. Not totally up my street, but I know a lot of people would love it. The next shade is number 3, Berry Amour. Looks so beautiful, like a nude muted berry shade. See what that looks like. That's more up my street, a little bit cooler. Love it. Then we have number 5, which we all know is Luminoso. I'm very, very excited for this. This is the very like corally, peachy shade. So universal, looks so beautiful on so many different skin tones. Oh yeah. I love it on my skin tone because it's like sun-kissed without piling on a ton of bronzer, which is hilarious after I just piled on a ton of bronzer, but here we are. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this one. This is number 16, Pink Panna Cotta, the most beautiful, like cool baby pink shade. Very, very excited for this. Oh yeah. Still gold in there though. So, I mean, I wasn't really expecting any of these to be cool toned. They're very much on the warmer side with that gold kind of finish in there. This next shade is 17 Sparkling Rosé. This looks beautiful, like a beautiful dusty pink shade. I'm gonna love this. I already know I'm gonna love this. Oh yeah. Oh my god. I went to grab another makeup wipe so I could wipe my fingers, and I just started wiping off the swatches. So I'm really not helping with the visual of my swatch arm. Like, look at that. The next shade is number 18, which is Ciao Bella. Beautiful, deeper kind of berry shade, but also still like got that copperiness to it. This looks really, really pretty. Oh, just like red wine. Red wine. No, I can't sing today because my voice is so messed up. Okay, and last but certainly not least, we have number 19. This is Granita Glow. It's beautiful, a deeper shade to Ciao Bella as well. It almost seems more reddy. Oh yeah, it's just deeper. It is beautiful. I have a NYX blush like this, and I've been reaching for it so much. It's actually surprised me how much I reach for it, because I tend to get a little bit intimidated by these shades, I'll be honest. Like, I tend to go with like the cool pinks or the like bright oranges or like the dusty rose, like no blush shades kind of thing. But oh, it just looks so beautiful. And like in the winter months here, it's like this deep red wine, and it just like adds this like life to your cheeks. Oh, so beautiful. So I have to think of what I'm going to do here. Part of me just really wants to try the pink shades together. Like these two match, Dolce Pink underneath, and then what was it called? Pink Panna Cotta, like kind of on top to give that highlight effect would be beautiful. But I need to try Luminoso. Like, it just has to happen. So I think what I'm gonna do is try and utilize 3 shades. If I go in with Rose d'Oro, which is that one here, the really warm one, kind of underneath, almost like as a bronzer shade. Then I went in with Berry Amore, which was the number 3 shade, and then Luminous on top. So literally in the line here. So kind of like deeper to lightest, and use it in like a, you know, contrasting kind of way. So taking this beautiful little blush brush that they gave me, let's start out with number 2, Rose d'Oro. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong still. The fallout is crazy, but to be expected. So more so aiming for the bottom of the cheekbone. It's so pretty. Also, guys, I need to get a new chair because it keeps squeaking. In all my videos, it squeaks. And it's kind of just like part of me now. Like, I've had this chair since my childhood, but I really need to get a new chair. Anyways, whatever. Okay, shut up. Shut up. We're all looking at this. It's so beautiful. And yes, I take it up into my eyebrow. Don't knock it till you try it. It just looks so beautiful. Normally I would go ham, but because we're applying 3 shades, I'm going to stop there. Let's go in with the other side. Same thing, more so underneath, kind of where I already put the bronzer. Oh, I can't get over that. That looks so pretty. Ah. Next, we're going in with number 3, Berry Amore. Take a few little taps and then apply that a little bit more up to where I put the number 2 shade. I can't even describe to you guys how happy blush makes me. It just instantly puts me in a better mood. Like, I'm just like, oh yeah, okay, I'm happy again, you know? I'm not gonna lie though, this swatch arm is stressing me out because I'm still getting it all over my pants. So I need to wipe it off, and look at how easily that wiped off. I'm a little scared for the longevity of this product. I'm not gonna do a wear test because I'm not gonna be able to today, but I'll have a pinned comment down below letting you guys know how long it lasted for, what it was like by the end of the day, so you guys can know, but I'm not gonna be able to film. It's just not gonna happen. Okay, next, Miss Luminoso. Reviosa. What's the Harry Potter Hermione one where it's like, it's not Leviosa, it's a Leviosa, you know? That's what I feel like. Okay. Anyways, taking just a couple little taps. Oh my God. Do you see that? What's the fallout gonna be like? I tap my brushes so hard that I have literally dented products. Like, I have eyeshadow palettes with like dents on the lid because I'm just like I'm a very aggressive makeup applicator. I just am who I am. I've accepted it by this point. Okay, tapping that on top and like, do I look crazy because I have so much blush on? Yes, but I love it. Like, this is how I live my life. Oh God. Other side. It's as good as I remember. It is. The packaging is really throwing me off though. Like, I'm actually more disappointed about it than I would like to admit, but it's just sad when like you once had it a certain way and it was like better than what it is now. Like, if it was just like this the whole time, I'd be like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. But like, I've had a taste of what it could be like. Okay, now I want to let this sit for a few minutes and then I will go in and diffuse it with my pressed foundation. Always let your blush sit for a couple minutes because when you apply your blush, you're getting the blood flowing. So the blush can look more intense at first. Once you've let it sit for a few minutes, you'll kind of like see where you're at. Keeping it 100% real, I was going to go in with the highlighters, but I just don't want to. Like, I'm not a highlighter user. And especially for the fact that like, this is quite shimmery. Like, this is so luminous and like highlightery already that I don't want to. I want to be a highlighter girl. No, I think I've accepted that in life. I'm not. Depends on the highlighter and like depends on my mood, but like for the most part, I'm just not. And so I am who I am. And I just figure I may as well just keep these packed up and then I can give them to a friend or maybe do a giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway for my 50th episode, which should be pretty soon after I upload this video. So maybe I'll put it in that or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, I'm just gonna leave these. There's just no point. These look really beautiful though. There are 4 different shades. You have Bronze Splendor, which looks like my worst nightmare. It looks so gold and shimmery and it's just gonna show every pore I have on my face, but that's fine. It's not for me. This is number 3, Rosa Italiana. This looks beautiful. This looks more like champagne-y. That's more up my street, kind of rose gold. Okay, number 2, which is Champagne Dioro. This is true champagne. That looks beautiful. Okay, then we have number 1, which is Dolce Perla. More of a silvery highlighter, but still that gold in there. This looks so this is the one I would go for. It looks stunning. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm sorry if you were looking forward to trying the highlighters, but it is what it is. I am who I am. Now that we've had the blush sitting on for a few minutes, it's definitely still very, very pigmented. I need to diffuse it. So like I said, I'm gonna go in with my MAC Fix Studio Plus, take some of that on my brush, and I'm going to diffuse that out and just instantly like, that looks so beautiful. I usually always diffuse out with a pressed powder. I just find it like helps melt everything together. And like, just look at how beautiful that looks. I genuinely look like I'm on vacation. This is like, oh my God, I'm throwing on blush before we like go to dinner. And I like look so sun-kissed. So stunning. I'm into it. I love it. I really wish I would have had the old ones to compare to. That would have been like perfect, but I feel like these lived up to what I remember. Like I said, my biggest takeaway is the packaging. The packaging is just not the same. It's not giving the same experience and the same fantasy, but the formula and the shades itself are exactly what I remember. The fallout is definitely more intense than I remember, but the pigment is still there and you still get really good payoff. So I'm not mad about it. It's just messy, but baked formulas tend to be like I said, so I'm not overly surprised by it. I think it kind of just caught me off guard because it's not what I remember. I'm really into it. I really like it. Milani continues to come out with such good formula. They're such a good drugstore brand, even though their price point is up there. Like I feel like NYX and Milani are more like high end for the drugstore, but their formulas are so beautiful and so worthwhile. So thank you so much, Milani, for sending me these products. I really do appreciate it. If you tried the new formula, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Either way, guys, wrapping it up here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I don't normally do a lot of like first impressions and things like that because I feel like so many people do it on YouTube. I like to just chit chat about makeup. So if you do enjoy these types of videos, let me know down in the comments and I know where we're at. I know if you want more. But when I get a PR package like this, I'm like, okay, I have to film with it. Like it's so beautiful. So let me know your thoughts down below. If you did enjoy today's video, be sure to like it, share it with a friend, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future videos or episodes of The Beauty Brief. Without further ado, I will see you next time. Bye guys.